Hey guys, it's Lindsay. I'm back here with another haul video today. I think it's been a few months or so I felt like it was time. I went home for Christmas. It was really nice to get away. Steve and I hadn't been off Nantucket in a while, so we went home to kind of celebrate, and of course, Christmas, there are gifts and gift cards and times to go to Sephora when you haven't been able to go for months. So I really took advantage of my full time there. So I wanted to show you some of the beauty products that I picked up when I was in America for the holidays. So here we go. So, ta-da! Oh. Okay, not everything is from Sephora, but a lot of it is from Sephora, so bag is key. Plus, I love these bags. Who doesn't? So there's a couple of products that I had been looking for and some that just came to me as if in a dream that I had never heard of that I didn't even know that I needed. So I want to present some of that stuff to you too because some of it is life-changing, or at least makeup routine changing, which can be life changing as well. So a couple of things I got in my stocking this year. My mother-in-law did great at some of the places like TJ Maxx. I got one of these little blender sponges. I have some of these already, but this one is actually on like a little stand. So this one is pretty convenient and comes in a very handy zipper pouch. These are really great. I don't wear a lot of foundation. I mostly wear concealer for the suitcases, not bags. Suitcases that appear under my eyes on a daily basis. But when I do use foundation, I use a very light amount, and I'm always really conscious about blending it because I hate that like orange line separation between your face and your neck, as if somebody cut a picture out of you and stuck it on someone else's body. So these little blenders are great. This one happens to be Bella Beauty, but I mean, you can use all different ones. But like I said, TJ Maxx, super inexpensive, and it comes on a little stand, so I love that. Another thing that I got in my stocking that I didn't even know existed, which I'm so excited to share, I believe these are from the Container Store. So it's from a company, apparently the brand is called Every Drop, and I don't know about you guys, but as a bargain hunter such as myself, and especially when it comes to really nice beauty products, which I've been buying more of in my adult life, the idea of like wasting a quarter of a lip gloss that cost you $14 is just like astronomically insane to me. And I think this is one of those products that I'm like, I feel like I thought of this years ago, like why didn't I invent that? But I clearly didn't because I'm here now and I'm not rich from my makeup empire. So these are two things that are really, really cool. This is called the Every Drop Lip Spatula. So specifically for getting in there at the bottom of your lip gloss or lipstick. This is like $3.99 from the Container Store, totally worth it. As you can see, it's like a little tabby thing. And I was waiting to show you guys, so which is why I actually haven't opened any of this yet. So it's just, it literally is what they say it is. It's a tiny lip spatula. Isn't that fun? And in the same vein, there is also just an overall beauty spatula. So this is for other products. It works, it says on long and short bottles, products of all sizes. It said that up to 25% of all makeup bottles the contents in them are wasted. So this is a really good one to have. And this is part of not taking it out of the package beforehand. There we go. So this one is like a tiny bow for a tiny arrow, but it's actually to dig the stuff out of your makeup. And this one's $4.99. So again, a really good deal. You can get every side of things, the bottom, the top, the underneath. You wash it in room temperature afterwards, and then you're free to use it on all sorts of things. So I can't wait to dig into all of my products with this one right here. So that was a fun one. Another one that I got as a gift from my lovely sister. If you have never met my sister Becky before, she is the queen of nail polish. Like, she is crazy. She probably has like almost never gotten a manicure because she does it herself and she does it so amazing. So even though she prefers OPI, she always says she was never by Essie. She buys me Essie sometimes if the colors are fun. This is a special holiday pack. I know that these are blue, so it's looking a little like, ooh, is that holiday? But I will tell you, especially this one right here, this blue-gray color that I got, I wore that when I came back, and it went on really well. It looked really good. It's one of those that you could probably use all times of year, winter, summer, whatever. It's called Cocktail Bling, and I feel like gray toned anything are really, really in right now, so this is a good shade. We also got a slightly brighter blue. This one is called Mind Your Mittens. They all have very funky holiday names to go along with the pack. This is a really good solid red. I usually use the I'm Not Really a Waitress by OPI if I'm looking for a good solid red, but this one is called A-List. So we got that right here. And of course, the favorite, no holiday set would be complete without a whole bunch of glitter. So this gold one is a really good overlay. I wish I had some of this on my nails right now to actually show you what it looks like. But this is called Rock at the Top. And it's a great top coat. I've already used it on top of a couple of colors. So that's like the Essie holiday pack, but I'm sure all of those come in real sizes as well. Another thing that I picked up at Sephora of my own volition, something that I had seen. I mean, let's be real here. I know that, you know, the internet is full of like perfection and people looking amazing 24/7 and like being like, haha, I just woke up like this. But I'm here to tell you that I don't wake up like this, and not even saying that I turn into Beyonce with makeup or anything, but like it takes a little work. And one of the things that I've noticed ever since I turned 30, I know my whole life is still ahead of me, but I've realized that like my skin is 30. Like there's no way around that. I'm trying to take care of myself, but I think that there are some things that just happen with every decade of your life that passes by. And one of them that I'm really discovering right now is my lips. They're getting very chapped, and like I love wearing lipstick. I love wearing fun colors of lipstick. I just think it's a really easy way to kind of change up your whole look. And I'm not big on eyeshadows or mascara or foundation, like I said, but wearing lipstick is really easy and really fun to me, so I really like it. I have been noticing in the past like 6 months to a year that my lipstick looks really good when I first put it on. I'm like checking myself out like, ooh, I did a good job with that today. And then within like 4 hours, you can kind of start to get the lines that like the lipstick is fading into. And it just kind of like bleeds and runs out a little bit to the point that like it doesn't look like you like messed up, but it kind of just looks like, oh, you've had that on all day. Like that is not fresh. And no matter how much you reapply to your actual lips, like you still have those little colors that are running out. So I had been looking for a solution, and I had heard from another blog that I follow, Penny Pincher Fashion. She's a girl after my own heart because she is also a bargain shopper. But she had talked about this product that you can get that is actually an invisible lip liner, which at first I was like, that is so stupid. Why would you pay money? I'm sure it's like $27 at Sephora. Why would you ever pay money for a lip liner that doesn't have a color? It is invisible. Like, it's in the name. But then I looked more into it, and it turns out that that is really good. Kind of like regular lip liner that you do to keep your lipstick in place, but it's unique to the color. So usually people, like back in the day, I don't know if anybody's doing this anymore, but back in the day, you would match your lipstick to your lip liner, put on the lip liner first, fill everything in as kind of like an underlay for your lipstick to keep it longer. So now there's invisible lipstick that could go under any color. And again, I'm all about like maximizing my dollars. I'm not going to go out and buy 14 different lip liners. So I was at Sephora. The one that I had heard about online that was really good was like really expensive. I had looked for it. I don't even remember the brand name now because it's dead to me because it was too much money. So I asked one of the girls at Sephora, and she had told me about this one. She said it was a really good alternative that wasn't as expensive. It's called No Bleeding Lips. That's the actual brand. It's one of those that they put in the like waiting line when you're trying to get out of Sephora, and then you end up spending like $100 more. This is only 15 as opposed to the one that I was looking at was, like I said, like closer to 30, and it was like a brand name. So I haven't actually tried this yet either, but I'm very excited. But I kind of wanted to try it for you guys first. So I'm going to take a look at this here. Do you ever feel like sometimes at Sephora, like people are either so friendly and like won't get away from you, or you can't find a person there to save your life? It's like, it's Jekyll and Hyde. It's one or the other. I don't think I've ever gone in there and been like completely okay with the amount of help that I've gotten. It's either so much that you're like, dear God, I'm not going to put on this much makeup every day, but like, thank you, please help someone else. Or it's like Christmas time and like they're all at the registers and there's no time for anybody. So this girl, I think I had to like chase her down, and then she just kind of pointed me in that direction, and I was like, okay. So here it is. It's called Secret Lip Liner from No Bleeding Lips. It looks just like a regular lip liner, but as you can see, there's no color to it. It's clear. So what you do is you just use it like regular lip liner. You just go around the edge of your lips, line them, and then you apply your lipstick. And maybe I should actually read the instructions, but I'm pretty sure that's how it goes because, like, how much harder could it be? Let's see what they tell us. It stops lipstick and gloss bleed, complements any shade of lipstick. Wow. Waterproof, long-lasting, stops feathering. That's what it is. Feathering. Feathering. Way to make yourself look old with a little bit of feathering. And there's no gluten, paraffin. Is gluten a problem in lipstick? Preservatives or animal-derived ingredients. And there are no instructions, so we're just going to give this a whirl. So I'm trying to see right now. There we go. Just following the natural line of my lips. I'm sorry, I'm not going to be able to show you a good before and after unless I plan on wearing this all day and then taking a photo, which could very well happen. If you follow me on Snapchat, you know that I've kind of shown off these products already. Snapchat is great because it's like a bunch of mini haul videos, but I wanted to do a real one. All right. So we've got our regular lip liner. We've got our secret lip liner on. I don't know if I'm supposed to line my whole lips. I'm guessing since we're just talking about feathering here that we're not going to do that. But I love that it's really thin. It's really sharp, kind of like a little pen. And what's nice is that you really can't screw it up. It's invisible. All right, so excited about that one. Now, of course, in the same vein of the whole reason we get lip liner, invisible lip liners, is because we love lipstick. So I went to Sephora with my sister-in-law, thank you, Alex, and she happened to, while I was there, buy me a new package of lipstick of my favorite NARS lipstick that RIP, dearly departed, was eaten by Schooner. When we moved into our new apartment, we are basically in one room, so there's like little separation from our bedroom and our living room. It's just one room. So I had my dresser to the back of the couch, and Schooner like sits on top of the couch every day. And one day, in anger, he pulled one of my lipsticks out of my makeup holder on my dresser and clearly consumed it while I was gone. And when I came home, my NARS Schiap lipstick, which is like a favorite of bloggers everywhere. You'll see Atlantic Pacific wearing it all the time. It's like this perfect, crazy hot pink shade. I love it. I had like saved up money to buy it because they're like $27 or something ridiculous like that. And I loved wearing it, and Schooner, I hope, loved eating it because I found remnants of it everywhere. And it was just gone. So Alex had been meaning to buy me another one, so she got this for me while we were there. So I'm very excited to show you my new NARS Schiap. I mean, when I tell you it's pink, it is pink. God, there's just something about like fresh new lipstick, isn't there? Look how defined it is. Isn't that amazing? It's the little things, really. Okay, so I'm gonna put on a little bit of this. It's hard to do in this, but hopefully my new invisible lip liner will revolutionize this process. Oh, it's just as nice as I remember. It's really hard for me to do haul videos with lipstick because I can't talk to you while I'm doing them. All right, I know you're supposed to go like all the way around your mouth, but like I only have so much vision right now. Oh, it's beautiful. And yes, I could do this like way more if I wanted to try to be a pretend Kardashian, but I don't. I would just like my regular lips to be represented here. Mm-hmm. Mm. The thing that's so great about these NARS lipsticks, I'm not sure if they're all the same. This is just their like standard lipstick. They're super matte, which I think is really, really in right now, and I love it. Sometimes going out with like a full face of crazy shiny lipstick is just like too much. Says the girl wearing hot pink lipstick. No, like what's too much? But I just think that this is a really fun color. Maybe not so much like for work, but like for a night out or something. So Schiap, I'm wondering if I'm even saying that correctly, but it's Schiap. Schiap. And my last thing that I want to show you today as part of my haul, this is something that I'm so excited about. And again, I totally take advice from people who know way much more than me and who knows more about makeup than a drag queen. One of my really good friends and hairdresser and former prom date and groomsman in my wedding, my friend Ryan, I was seeing him a couple months ago when I was getting my hair trimmed again, which I'm still loving, by the way, and I kind of maybe even want to go a little shorter. I was asking him about my eyebrows. I approached him because it was like a very concerning topic for me. Like many others, I have been guilty of committing over plucking over the years. We all know that kind of look in the late 90s, early 2000s that was like the dot and then the super thin eyebrow. I used to call them sperm eyebrows. I didn't do that, but I definitely just thought that I needed to like literally remove half of the hair above my eye. And I'm Italian and I have kind of crazy eyebrows to begin with. They grow real bushy and thick right here and then like kind of thin and sparse out here. So for months now, I had been just growing them out completely, like not touching them. I did nothing. I literally plucked nothing. Not even the ones like down here because I'm like, maybe I want those to be part of my new eyebrows. Because it's all about natural brows now. It's like everywhere you look, it's like Cara Delevingne and all these people. They have these gorgeous thick eyebrows. And it's not like they're just letting them grow wild. Like there is some maintenance involved, but I just needed to kind of like get back to basics. So I let my eyebrows grow 4 months before I saw Ryan. And I was very disappointed that when I got there, much of them had grown back in, but there was still parts that just didn't. And apparently that is the way that it is with some people. Their eyebrows just don't grow back. Or maybe I didn't have their hair there to begin with. Again, they're like weirdly sparse in certain locations. So I'm going to get a little up close and personal just so you can see what I'm talking about. So this is my natural eyebrow. I have not done nothing. So it's pretty sparse out here. And as you can see, there's like almost like a bald spot right there. And my old nature was literally just to remove all of that hair there to make it just like one normal eyebrow. But I don't want to spend that much time doing my eyebrows all the time. The more stuff you pluck out of them, the more you have to do it again, like in a week or two, especially if you're like me. My eyebrows grow so long. I have to trim them like almost once a week. They're just like very long hairs. I don't know if that happens to anybody else, but you know, tweet me or leave a comment if you are also part of like the super long eyebrow hair club because I'd love to know that there's more of us out there. And then this eyebrow grows in like super thick here and then there's literally like almost a break right there. Like almost as if I was like a rapper who had shaped my eyebrows like that on purpose. And so I'm all about trying to follow the natural line. But just in general, I wanted to take it in kind of a more of a natural direction. So I was talking to Ryan and I was like, maybe I should start just filling in some of the parts of my eyebrows that never grew. And I just literally didn't know where to start. That is a type of makeup I've never even experimented with before. And I was thinking that I was just supposed to do it with like eyeshadow, which shows like how deft I am about this situation. He was like, no, you need to get Anastasia brow pomade. And I was like, what is that? Like, I'd like to consider myself pretty up on makeup and everything. And, you know, like I know NARS and I know my way around a Sephora. I've never even heard of Anastasia. Turns out that this is like a secret miracle of eyebrows that like, I want to get on a bus and like go and preach to people about the importance of eyebrows to your face the way that like, you know, do-gooders go and like preach to teenagers about like safe sex. Like, I don't know. I think we could save the world. I think with some really good eyebrows, we can make things better for everyone. So I got a gift card to Sephora for Christmas from Steve's Uncle Peter. Shout out. Thanks, Uncle Peter. And I picked up brow pomade because I don't think this is something someone else can buy for you. So Anastasia. It's called like Anastasia Beverly Hills because it's very fancy. And this is literally what it is. It's called DIPBROW pomade. It comes in a million colors. As you can see, I have very dark eyebrows, darker than my natural hair. Yes, even if the parts that aren't natural. Yes, I've always had dark eyebrows ever since I was a child. Super dark eyebrows. But I think I got the second lightest shade when I tried it on in the store because when you look at it, it looks like it's not even the same color. Like, to me, that was like ashy and whatever. And I'm like, that's going to look white on my eyebrows because they're so dark. But of course, the friendly person at Sephora that was able to help me that day helped me see the light. And I also got the Anastasia eyebrow brush, which Ryan said you have to get that as well. Each of these are $18. It is an investment. However, I have been using this for Christmas, since Christmas, and this is how much I've used. That's how much. Like, I use the tiniest amount that you could ever use. I'm convinced that this is going to last me like the next 10 years. I don't know if that's safe or good, but the woman told me that, you know, you use such a small amount. And when I felt bad when she did it on my eyebrows, it was crazy. Like, they were so filled in. But I remember thinking like that I could see the light at the end of the tunnel, that I was like, okay, I feel like I can do what she did, but just like to a 10th of the degree. And I could do this on a daily basis and it would look normal. So the cool thing about this brush is that it has a really tiny slanted brush. It's super thin and it's very, very stiff, which is good. And then this side has like an eyebrow pencil. And I know that like these are a dime a dozen and you can get these anywhere. I'm telling you, there is magic in this $18 brush. Like, this is the best eyebrow comb that I've ever used in my entire life. Again, super stiff, like really comb it out there. I like to comb out my eyebrows after I get out of the shower because I'm convinced that I can like train them to go in the correct direction if I do it while they're wet. So of course, after, you know, some general maintenance of your eyebrows, like taking care of any stray hairs that are like maybe down here, like clearly that's not going to be part of it. Taking care of this area, if you got that going on, no judgment here. I'm married to a Greek, I get it. And also just some trimming, because, you know, some of us need a good amount of trimming. But the way that I start with this is I just kind of like brush them up. And again, this is why I do the trimming, to kind of go across, because you don't want to like brush them too far this way. Like I just think that's too slanted. So I do like to brush mine up a little bit and just kind of get more of a natural thing going. And like this is just, I mean, this is like almost relaxing. Like this is like an experience for your eyebrows. So the brush is great. I use it afterwards too, because sometimes I think it's a natural thing to maybe accidentally use a little too much. So I do like to brush it afterwards too, just to kind of make sure that it looks a little bit more normal. So the pomade is really easy to use. And again, this is for someone who had literally never used this before. I just take my brush and I sort of just like dip a little bit. Like I'm not coating the entire thing. I just got like a tiny bit in there. And now I'm going to go in, and I know you guys have never like known you're going to see me so close up. You just kind of go through and you do these little flicks. And like from far away, like it's like nothing happened. But I'm telling you, in person, I do up here too, just to like fill in between a little bit. And, you know, you can kind of keep dabbing on as you go. I'm very much like a do the tiniest amount possible and add more later, because it's really hard to take it away if you mess up. So again, these are like, I'm following my natural line. It's just a little bit sparse in there. So I'm just going to kind of like fill it in. And it's a little bit weird at first that like you're literally just kind of painting stuff onto your skin in between your hairs. And especially like if you're like me and you spend so much time when you were younger trying to figure out like how to get less hair there and like less color there, and now you're adding it on, like this is the nature of the world that we live in. Like trends are going to come and go. You never know. Who knows? Maybe those super skinny eyebrows will be back in again someday. But I'm telling you right now, like this is definitely a much more classic look. If you look at some old actors and actresses, like a lot of them, even though some of them like painted on and tattooed their eyebrows, like there are just some people like the eyebrows, they make your whole face. So you can kind of really see the difference now. Again, nothing major. I could probably still use a little bit more right there just to really get it filled in. Make it all look normal. It's all about the flicking. That was what Ryan had told me too, was that like you just gotta like do little, you're not drawing on a new eyebrow. Like you're just kind of filling in some of the spaces where you were lacking a little bit, which like, let's be honest, you do this with so many things in your life, to your body. And I just think it makes a huge, huge difference. And it's not super painted on. I'm gonna go through and take this afterwards. And again, just kind of like comb up again, get a little natural look in there. See the difference there? And like this little baby area, that could definitely use a little bit. So yeah, so these are my new favorite products. See? See how easy it is to make a mistake? There's no hair there. That's skin. I just literally drew on a beauty mark. So, because we're calling them beauty marks now instead of whatever. So yeah, so those are some of my new favorite products. I'm so excited to show you guys all of the stuff that's happening out there right now. And this is just like a good reminder to everyone. Don't be overwhelmed by this stuff. And you know, just kind of go, give it a shot, look at stuff on YouTube. I look at a lot of lipsticks on YouTube if I see them on a blogger or in a magazine, and I'm like, ooh, that looks good, but I want to see it in a real person that looks like me. There's so many beauty bloggers out there that are taking literally like every single lipstick in a brand and trying them on their skin, and you can look for someone with dark skin, with medium skin, with light skin. There's people out there that are doing these things, and you can also watch tutorials. What I'm doing right now, I wouldn't really call a tutorial, but if you've learned something today, like great, good for all of us. But if you really want to like become an expert on like filling in your eyebrows, there's people out there that are doing it. So give it a try, make some mistakes. There are some days where I can tell that I've done too much, and then like you just have to kind of reel it in the next day, or smudge it off in your car like I do on the way to work. But it's just, you know, have fun with it. Do things that make you happy. Look the way you want to look for yourself, not for other people. Like, none of this that I do is for anybody else. I'm married, but sorry, I don't do it for him either. I do it for me. This is stuff that I want to wear and I want to do, and I just want to share it with you guys. So thanks for watching. If you have any questions, feel free to leave me a comment. You can tweet at me on Twitter. I'm on Twitter and Snapchat at LegallyLinz, L-I-N-Z. So I'll put that in the notes there. But yeah, I'm trying out a lot of things like this over on my Snapchat on a daily basis, so you might want to check it out. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.